Hello, my name is Jamie Eno. Welcome to my presentation on ADHD. In the U.S., there's approximately 6.4 million children under the age of 18 diagnosed. Not all of these children are treated. About 3/4 of them receive some sort of treatment, and only about 62% of those that receive treatment are medicated. The other ones that are not medicated often receive behavioral uh, treatments, and some of them that are medicated also receive behavioral treatment in addition to their medication. The number of students that have been identified have increased about 30% since the late 90s. It's been speculated that it's due to excessive screen time, video games, also diet. Uh, and it can be correlated because in the 90s, video games did come on the rise, and if we look at our society today, we do have a lot more technological things out there that could cause more distraction. So while it may not be the cause of the ADHD, it seems to be correlated, and therefore that's what this speculation comes from. The reasons for the reported increase are environmental, hereditary, and structural differences in the brain. Within the environmental, it could be postnatal, prenatal. I mean, it could be a plethora of things. Prenatal would be the diet which the mother has. The postnatal could also be diet, but it could also be other environmental things that they come in contact to, such as maybe lead or different pollutants in the environment. Hereditary also plays a role, as it does with many things. Genes can just be inherited. So if your parents have it, you're more prone to it. And oddly enough, males are more prone than females. There has been an increase, and I would speculate more than anything due to overdiagnosis. Because it may just be that it's not ADHD, but perhaps it's bipolar. A lot of children that have ADHD also suffer from bipolar disease, anxiety, and so it may not just be ADHD. It may be something different. Specific characteristics or behavior with ADHD are talking incessantly, failure to be able to focus, they can't finish their tasks, they're just like jumpy all the time, just always on the go, which, to be honest, I do see that a lot in just children in general, but those with ADHD are more that way. They just interrupt you all the time, and they have a hard time being able to control themselves. In what ways does it make it more difficult for the student to learn? Well, they can't focus, and without lack of focus, you're guaranteed to get lower grades. Because they cannot focus, they often create a distraction for the classroom or are distracted by other students. And their lack of focus could also affect their self-esteem. Well, I can't do it, so I'm not going to do it. Oh, it's too hard. I'm not going to do it. This is more fun. And, so therefore it just becomes more distracting especially when it becomes too challenging. Do all students with ADHD demonstrate the same characteristics or degree of behavior? No. Not everyone is the same. We all know that not everyone is the same. So therefore, ADHD, your characteristics may be different as well. You may have, you may be more impulsive or have a harder time paying attention. I mean, it could be several different things. Maybe you can't socialize as well due to your ADHD. According to IDEA 2004, ADHD is considered part of the other health impairments. Other things that are included in that section are things like Tourette's, diabetes, epilepsy. It's anything that is like a chronic health problem, um, which bipolar is not included in that. However, I feel like it should have been listed. Um, Seeing as how some of the symptoms to ADHD are similar to that of bipolar. Um, Effective class-wide interventions could be errorless learning to where they aren't subjected to questions that are going to have a lot of errors. So basically, you're setting them up for success. We can provide a quiet area to make it to where you can focus more. I'm going to say scaffolding. So when we break up, they get a different attention for different groups, and so we can like probably maybe focus on that that ADHD characteristics a little more in a smaller group. I'm going to say brain breaks, and I think that brain breaks are good for everyone class wide, including those with ADHD and those without. Everyone needs a brain break once in a while. And that is going to conclude my presentation. I hope you learned something. Thank you.